Pusha T! So, the title, Daytona, comes from the fact that Pusha T is, like, his favorite watches are the Rolex Daytona. This album is about, it's about having the luxury of time and being your own boss. I just feel like this album is just simply Pusha T celebrating the fact that he's on no one else's time. He's on no one else's schedule, you know? He is his own boss. He's been in this game for about 20 years, and he's still talking about the things that mean a lot to him, you know? On this record, you know, we see him, you know, he's still talking about dope. You know, he's still talking about the streets. People who grew up like he did, and people whose backgrounds mirror his. Which is, you know, perhaps why, you know, the opening track is, you know, if you know, you know. Pusha T is pushing the same kind of content. It's just way more refined. Lyrical content, I mean. But yeah, the album with its concepts, its imagery, the instrumentals, all the beats, just sonically in general. The album to me feels like a burning hot, razor sharp blade. Because, like a burning hot blade, Pusha T, he just demands your attention. He holds your attention. Just like a burning hot blade, Pusha T comes across as someone that you simply just don't want to fuck with if you don't know too much about this man. Like, this is totally not someone to fuck with. Someone who is completely unafraid of being scathing or just being brutally honest or blunt. In my personal opinion, that's what makes this such a thrilling listen. It's like he's just celebrating his life, you know, with this album, you know. I almost imagine him at like a dinner table with like a fancy glass and like doing a toast. And that scene is a perfect representation of the entirety of this album. God, what a joy. I loved listening to this album. I just had a blast with this album. It was so entertaining. It was like a good movie. The production on here just makes this an instant classic, in my personal opinion. Not to mention it has Pusha T operating at his absolute best. I would hesitate to say that this is like his magnum opus, but for fuck's sake, this is easily his most entertaining and his most memorable efforts musically so far, in my opinion. Also, just a little bonus, because I took a lot of notes. One thing I wrote was that the album art is creepy as fuck, and to me, it's a snapshot from a seemingly drug-fueled aftermath in the bathroom that Whitney Houston used. Perhaps Pusha T is trying to say that this is a representation of current day America, you know? Kind of like his version of This Is America, you know? Yeah, I just had a blast with this album. Personally, I'm feeling